Hello and welcome to another episode of the e-commerce coffee break. We're talking a lot about marketing, artificial intelligence, but one thing that's most importantly, obviously, is the operations of your store. So you want to make sure that your fulfillment, your order management works as flawless as possible. So we want to dive a little bit deeper into this topic today, and we want to talk about scanning SKUs and barcode. So barcode might sound boring, but actually it's a very, very powerful tool. With me on the show today, therefore, I have Charlie Tyler. He is the product manager for EasyScan. It's an embedded Shopify app to help with warehouse management and order fulfillment. He has over 8 years of experience on the Shopify platform and more than 10 years in e-commerce. So let's talk about barcodes. Let's welcome Charlie to the show. Hi, Charlie. How are you today?
Hi there. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm really good.
You're welcome. Charlie, operations of a Shopify store is not always easy. So any kind of tool that can make life easier is obviously very welcome. Now, if we're talking about barcode and scanning, a lot of our listeners might not actually be aware on how much that helps. Give me an idea, what actually are the advantages of working with barcodes?
Barcodes are great because it enables you to really easily make sure you're picking up exactly the right item. You don't want to be picking up a blue t-shirt and mixing it with a grey t-shirt. You want to make sure you're actually picking up that blue t-shirt when you sell it to your customer. So having it barcoded up makes sure that whoever is packing your order is picking up the right item straight away and not getting the wrong item, the wrong size. So you want a medium one, not a large one. And so you get less returns and less angry customers. We all want to just make this as efficient and waste as little time as possible with our stores. I mean, once you sold it, you want to get to the customer as quickly as possible.
Yeah, maybe go one step back. Barcodes are around for ages, but I think they get more powerful over time. Tell me a little bit about the history of barcodes.
Yeah, so barcodes have a long history of being useful for all kinds of services, not just in e-commerce. But effectively what a barcode is, or a SKU is, we'll start with a barcode. A barcode, and you might have heard of, say, a GTIN or a UPC or an EAN, or even on the back of a book, you've got an ISBN number. And these are all barcodes that are globally recognized and sourced from companies such as gs1.org. However, you don't have to, unless you're working with Amazon or Walmart or, say, Google Shopping, you don't have to have one of these barcodes purchased through these sources. You can just have your own internal barcodes. And a barcode, all it effectively is a string of alphanumeric, so numbers and letters put together and then converted into lines and spaces. And that's what translates into a barcode.
Okay, you touched on one thing that I want to dive a little bit deeper in a moment, but and that would be Google Shopping, because that's obviously a tool or a marketing channel where barcodes become very, very important. I want to just start with, as a small and medium enterprise, you might not necessarily have barcodes in place now. How would the day-to-day operations look for a solopreneur, entrepreneur that's just started with Shopify and then starting to use barcodes?
Yeah, well, I think that's the classic one is everyone who wants to get in the game of Shopify is we'll just get our stock and then we'll sort out how we pack it later. And I would say, hey, just give your products a number or an SKU, because in the long term, it's going to really help you. So even if it's the number is also generated by, say, our app, or you want to use your own, say, Excel spreadsheet to generate your, I don't know, say a 14-digit number, then this just makes sure you've got some tracking in place of what that product is coming through. And so you can, even if you don't use it initially, you can then add these just to your products, these labels with a barcode symbol on them to your products. And that's when you use a scan gun or your iPhone to scan it, you'll be able to know exactly which item you're picking up.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to the hardware, you just mentioned iPhone, scan gun. How does that work together with Shopify? How do you work with that?
Yeah, well, so Shopify has obviously it's got its POS software, so it's point of sale, and that's really great, but you have to use a socket mobile scanner, which is really quite expensive to use that, or you can use the camera on the iPad, and that the camera can read a barcode. However, you don't have to use these systems. You can just use any Bluetooth scanner. You can get quite cheap ones for around $40 or so on Amazon. And with those, they can just read the barcode and translate that directly to your computer or your iPhone as that barcode information. And the other way is you can use the iPhone camera or the Shopify mobile app and the iPhone camera. And with that, the Shopify app has an inventory scanner, and our app, EasyScan, has got the inventory scanner where you can even scan a barcode and add it to your products that if you've already got barcodes on your products.
Okay. Now you said there's a standardized system there, ISBN numbers, GTN numbers, and so on and so forth. Tell me a little bit more about this.
So if you see yourself really going and shooting for the moon with your products, then I would advise going straight to gs1.org and making sure you get proper dedicated barcodes for your products. These are barcodes that are completely unique around the world, and you can scan them anywhere around the world and someone will know what they are because they're unique only to you. If you don't see yourself growing quite so quickly, or you don't want to pay out for those barcodes, then you can use a system such as ours and create them for all your stock internally. So there are two ways of doing it. Don't forget, you can always add barcodes to products in the future. It's just a sticker, and lots of companies offer this sort of operation to add stickers to products later. But GS1 is the go-to for GTINs, UPCs, and EAN numbers. And that's what you are required for Amazon if you plan on listing a product there. And if you want to have it on Google Shopping even, then you can use your custom ones, but you just have to make sure you check a certain box when you're adding it to the marketing channel on Shopify.
Okay. Now, once you have everything set up and you want to get started and you already have your products in there, what's the process to basically transfer from not having barcodes in Shopify to have every product labeled?
Well, it's really straightforward. Shopify makes this very simple, that if you have a product or a product variant, they have a barcode field and a SKU field within these. And as Shopify merchants, I'm sure you've come across these. And all you have to do is either type in your barcode or your SKU into these fields, or scan it using your Bluetooth attached scan gun. So that just enters the information directly into those fields to make sure it gets it perfectly right every time. And then using Shopify POS or EasyScan or any other system, you can quickly find these products within your Shopify system because they're all in one place.
Okay. Now you're working already for more than 8 years on the Shopify platform. What are the biggest mistakes or challenges that you see that merchants have right now?
Well, that's a big question. I mean, I started off in the Shopify platform way back with my own little store and learned a huge amount. That was my first sort of entry into e-commerce. I think don't get caught down in too much of the detail. Just get it out there. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Get your store live, get your products live, and start integrating. Talking to your customers. At the end of the day, your customer feedback is the most important thing, and that's the big thing we believe at 506.io is that our customers are the most important direction for our product, and whether that's our app development or your t-shirt at home. If a customer comes back and said it's poor quality or your shipping's slow, then these are things that you can quickly work on and improve your store.
Okay. One question I have, barcodes, obviously we do this for stock management with EasyScan, that's everything without SKUs. Also, there's barcodes when it comes to shipping and returns and to make the life of customers easy. How does that integrate?
So currently we have a system for if you have local pickups or if you have a very basic delivery system locally, then we have an address label printer, printing system part of EasyScan. And then if you use an external system such as ShipStation or the within Shopify, its own label printing, then we can redirect you straight from EasyScan straight to those places so that you can just print your shipping labels from those. We can also, after you've printed your shipping labels, just do like a check order. So you can grab your order that's already had its shipping label printed, because that fulfills the order. Well, Shopify determines that fulfills your order, even though it may not be fulfilled. And then you can just check the order after you've had your shipping label printed. So you can use EasyScan in many ways in terms of picking your items, making sure you're getting your items in a good order from your bin location, using bin locations, and then also checking and packing your order.
Okay. Would EasyScan also be a solution if you have a brick and mortar store and you're using the Shopify POS?
Yeah, definitely. Because if you've got your stock coming in, and say I've got go back to my t-shirt example before, if I've got say 10 t-shirts coming in, 2 medium, 2 large, and 2 small, I want to know quickly what I've got coming in this box. So I'll scan those labels. My manufacturer has already put labels on them and barcodes that I've given him. I scan those using my scan gun, and I can see by using EasyScan that we're going to update the store with 2 t-shirts in medium, 2 in large, and 2 in small. And I don't have to type in and find those products manually on the Shopify system. I can just scan it and add it much faster.
Okay. When it comes to the invest for hardware, you already mentioned the handgun and the printer. What's the overall investment that a merchant needs to look for?
Well, I think that's pretty much it. Is the scanning gun and your barcode label printer. And if you can get your manufacturer to put the barcode labels on for, then you can even get away from wasting your time putting on the labels at home. The scan gun is, say, $40, and a good barcode printer maybe about $200 for a decent level one. And then you've just got the labels if you want to, when you run through those. So they're quite cheap. So it's quite a limited printing for the huge amount of saving in time management and preciseness in what you are actually picking up and making sure you're not getting things wrong. So yeah, saving time on errors and everything is what we're all about.
Well, that sounds absolutely perfect. What kind of homework does the merchant need to do before they can get started?
I would honestly download, well, if you want to download EasyScan, download, and we give an onboarding, and you can jump on a video call with me or one of us of our team. But if you just want to get started with barcodes without us, then you just need to download a barcode app or start assigning numbers to your products, and you're good to go. I would really just dive in, because you can always replace your labels. You can always reassign your barcode codes, and it will start saving you time straight away.
Okay. Give me a bit of an overview about the features of EasyScan. Is there a reporting tool? What kind of features can I see?
Yeah, so we are quite a basic tool at the moment. So we have our order, packing, picking, and checking feature that enables you to pick all your orders off the shelves and pack your orders individually, and then check them, say, at a manager level. We also have a order creation. So say you get someone comes in and you just want to create an order in your shop, or maybe you get orders coming in via telephone or something, you can just scan those items into Shopify and make sure you're picking up the right item and charging your customers the right amount. We have the update inventory, just by scanning items and updating your inventory and inputting that inventory into your Shopify. We can quickly check your inventory to check what is on the shelves, and then check that matches what you have in your inventory. If it doesn't match up, then we can update that automatically. We have a stock transfer, and it's slightly different from what Shopify offers. So say you want to do a pop-up. So I want to go down to my local farmer's market, and I'm going to take my sausages down. And interesting story, actually, that's who we first built this for, was for a butcher, because he didn't want to touch his sausages and his steaks and stuff. He wanted to be hands-free, so he wanted to have a scanner. And that's how this app first came about. Anyway, so you're taking your sausages down to the market, but you want to know how many you take. So you set up a different location called pop-up, and you scan them into your car or into your boxes and take them. They're immediately transferred across to that location. Then we have the bin locations feature. So that enables you to add up to 3 different locations for your products. And this is great for quickly finding products around the warehouse, especially if you're bringing on new employees, helping people know where to go and pick the items up from, but also where to place items that you're updating into your store. So it just makes the process much faster. And then for all of these processes, we have a reporting for all our inventory. So we have update logs, check logs, and transfer logs. These are all saved within EasyScan for our highest tier. And we have some basic analytics as well. In the next month, we're going to bring out a users feature. So you'll be able to assign all of the functions within EasyScan to different users. So you can see which users done which updating, which users fulfilled which order. And that's going to be coming out in the next couple of months.
Okay, that sounds for me like a very straightforward, easy to use and transparent app. I love the example with the butcher. That's great. It shows you that e-commerce can be anything and not only selling t-shirts. So
Yeah.
I really love that. What's the pricing structure of Easy App?
So EasyScan starts at $9.99 for the most basic, just the barcode features, and it gives you the opportunity to explore the other features as well, just by one at a time. The next level up is the $29.99 per month, which enables you to have full access to all the standard features, apart from the reporting and the analytics. And then the $49.99 enables you to have access to the whole app, and that will also have access to the users feature in the coming months. And the reason we have that differentiation between the $29.99 and the $49.99 is because we store a lot more of the data in terms of your reporting, and we have that forever. So you never have to download it, save yourself. We store that forever for you. So that's sort of our promise.
Okay, I see you on your App Store page that you have only 5-star reviews. There's not a single 4, 3, 2, or 1-star review. So it's only 5-star reviews. Apparently, people are really, really happy with your app. Where can people find out more about your app?
Yeah, we're very proud of that. It's something we work, as I said from earlier, we are really customer focused. And if you have something you want added to the app, we will investigate that and try and work with you to add it if it is possible. Sometimes things such as shipping carrier APIs, we don't have the capacity to add those at the moment, but we hope to in the future. But yeah, there's a huge amount we add, and that's what enables us to have such great customers. To find more about our app, we have go to 506.io. Here, you can go to the EasyScan page and view the videos and see the onboarding.
Cool. Thanks, Charlie. That was a very good insight in why Barcode is so important and makes it much easier to run your business. Thanks so much for your time, and talk soon.
No problem. Thank you.
Hey, Klaus here. Before you go, I would like to invite you to become part of the e-commerce merchant pro community to get actionable advice from other Shopify merchants who already have achieved what you are aiming for. Our community is a safe place to actively grow your online retail business with the support of the most amazing and helpful group of e-commerce entrepreneurs behind you. Running a Shopify business is tough. Don't do it alone. Join us now. You will find the link in the show notes. Also, if you think your online store has conversion or marketing issues and you would like to have a fresh set of eyes on your business, then drop me an email at klaus@klauslauter.com and let me know a little bit about your business. It might be beneficial for you to have me look over your store, offers, emails, and ads, and get an unbiased outside perspective and guidance to help you make most of your online business. Thank you as always for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Until next time, and I talk to you soon.